back at cornerback. Half back line is Kieran O'Rourke, James Toher and Conor Quigley. Midfield, as Podgy Coyle throws in the ball for Trim, is Rob Burke and Sean Fitzgerald. So we'll get back to the teams in a minute as the play resumes, with Dunderry playing into the town end in the first half. We're over on the terrace side, and Dunderry in possession in their own half. So wing back Aaron Newman passes the ball back to Ronan Brady, who's playing wing back, wearing number 5, and he passes it on to Conor Farrell in the middle of the field. Conor makes a good burst through the centre, still going through the centre. He's up to the Trim 50-yard line. Hand passes the ball poorly though, and Luke Moore, the Trim full back, will collect the ball there, and he gives it back in goals keeper Peter Farrell. Peter gives it there to James Toher. James works it off there to Kieran O'Rourke. Kieran with a nice silky run towards our own 50-yard line, and it's off to Toher again. There's a lot of clear path in front of him as he hedges towards the middle of the field. Gives it off a hand pass to Kieran Coffey. Coffey right footed in there towards Mikey Cullen, who's starting corner forward, wearing 21 for Trim. Mikey takes on his man Sean Traynor, still under 21. Mikey very far out here on the terrace side, crosses the ball to the middle towards Rob Burke, but it's cleaned up in there by Conor Farrell, and he gives it off to cornerback Sean Traynor. Sean coming out with the ball still inside the Dunderry 50-yard line, pass it off there to number 13, who's Dermot Kelly, who's playing somewhat out the field, leaving a two-man full forward line inside for Dunderry. So Dunderry on the attack here. Ball goes here to centre half back Morgan Callahan, who takes it onto the Trim 50-yard line. He's been tackled by Alan Douglas, gives it off there to 12, who's Mark Kane. Mark Kane, the 21-yard line. First shot for Dunderry, first score for Mark Kane. Mark Kane, a lovely score from play, and Dunderry just on top here in the early stages. We've Rory Dowling here on analysis, and John Andrews will make an odd comment or two when he's allowed.
Well, it won't be allowed too often, I'd say.
Nice start there from Dunderry, CJ. Lovely score, well worked. And Peter's over and kicking that, missed his man on the kick out, and Dunderry one possession in the middle of the field.
So the ball in play again in towards Luke Martin. He's got inside Luke Moran. Luke Moran with Luke Martin. Martin cuts inside. He's still in. He's fouled. He's given the advantage, but he takes his point. Another score for Dunderry. Very lightning start for Dunderry. 2 minutes gone on the clock. 2 points for Dunderry. No score for Trim. Lovely score from Luke Martin following a poor kick out from Peter Farrell. So Trim have to settle down into this game. Dunderry looked the more assured in the first 2 minutes, and they go 2 points to no score ahead. 1 point for Luke Martin, 1 for wing forward Mark Kane. Short kick out from Peter Farrell goes to James Toher inside his own 50, takes it left footed up to the 50-yard line, hands it off here towards Rob Burke. Rob on here towards Conor Quigley, who is wearing 8 but is lined out a wing back. Conor takes the ball to the middle of the field, back in towards Dougie, who adds a bit of pace to it. Dougie inside the 70-yard line, high ball into Aaron Lynch, a brilliant ball into 21. Lynch is inside his man, left footed, takes the score. Beautiful score from Aaron. Great ball from Alan Douglas, and Trimmer on the move.
Lynchy a bit unlucky there, CJ. The ball just kind of dropped a little bit behind him. If he got a bit in front of him, he was in for a goal. He had to kind of turn back, and he was forced a bit wide. So
great chance.
Yeah, good stuff. And well won there, the kick out.
So kick out was one. It went for cornerback Sean Traynor. Only Conor on the ball, gives it off to Kieran Caulfield on his favoured left side, but he kicks it wide. Trim's first wide of the game from Kieran Caulfield, and nicely won there by Conor Quigley. And the kick out seemed to be just very important here at the minute, Rory.
That's the way of the modern game, CJ, isn't it? Here we are, another kick out from Dunderry over towards this terrace side.
Kick out here towards number 12, who's Mark Kane. He's fouled by Kieran O'Rourke. He'll take the free himself, Mark Kane. He's just in the middle of the field, and it's 2 points to 1 for Dunderry. 3 minutes 40 seconds gone. Aaron Newman on the ball for Dunderry, gives it back to Mark Kane, still around the middle of the field, gives a nice ball in towards Luke Martin, who's been moved in full forward, and Luke Moore is marking him, and referee Podgy Coyle has adjudged that Luke Moore fouled Luke Martin. I hope I don't mix those two up. Luke Martin, have you something to say about that, John?
Yeah, you definitely will mix them up.
Thanks for your vote of confidence there, John.
Harsh free though, CJ, I thought. I mean, I know Luke Martin was out in front there, and Luke was trying to get a hand in. Referees have been giving them for a push in the back, I think. So
it's a free to Dunderry midway through, or just about 35 yards from the goal. Stevie Coogan stands up to line up his first free of the game. He's usually very accurate, Stephen. Kicks the ball with a bit of a curl over the bar. Good score from Stephen. 3 points for Dunderry, 1 point for Trim, and Dunderry have made the more assured start here, John.
It's important to mention here that Dunderry are playing with a strong-ish breeze into the Manny's end goals, so they need to make every use of it.
So Peter Farrell, ball on the 21, is ready to kick the ball out. Goes long this time, very high kick from Peter towards Alan Douglas and Morgan Callahan. Dougie wins it one-handed. round the middle of the field. Nice take from Dougie, gives it off there to Conor Quigley, who started nicely at wing back. Conor solely the ball up towards the Dunderry 50-yard line. Still Sullivan. Conor takes on his man, is fouled inside at the 21. He's still going, Conor at the 21. He has the advantage. Podgy will give the free. He gave Conor Quigley that advantage. He probably was fouled 2 or 3 times, left the hand up and gave the advantage to Trim, and this is a free for Trim about 26 metres out on the stand side of the field. A tough kick for Aaron Lidge, Rory.
Yeah, tricky, as John said. Trim are playing into the breeze here in the first half, so this is right over on the stand side, nearly on the sideline, but it's on the right side for a right-footed kicker, so hopefully we'll see how Aaron manages with this one.
So this will give us an indication on the wind and the strength of it. Aaron lines it up 26 metres out, right hand side, kicks it right footed, nice looking kick in towards the goals. But it's just gone wide. Lovely kick, it had the distance, but it went wide for Trim, second wide of the game, and there is 6 minutes gone, 5:50 seconds gone. Dunderry 3 points, Trim 1 point. Keeper Sean Brennan, left footed, little short punted ball out here towards Liam Dempsey, who wins the ball in the air well ahead of Rob Burke. Rob Burke looks a little bit static.
I think he called that ball too. Kieran Caulfield didn't jump, so he must have heard a call behind him, and Rob didn't contest.
So Dunderry in possession again, working the ball around the half back line. Morgan Callaghan has it, gives it back to wing back. Aaron Newman gives it off there to Conor O'Shea, who's playing a wing forward. Luke Martin is out ahead of Luke Moran again, 50 yards out this time towards the sideline in the stand. Gives the ball nicely in there towards Dermot Kelly. Dermot Kelly on the sideline, tackled by 3 Trim men, loses possession, but it's regained there, and it's back here to Conor O'Shea. Conor O'Shea with the ball, 50 yards, gives a nice ball in there towards wing back Ronan Brady, but it's well cut out by Luke Moran. Great interception, and Trim of the ball, middle of the field. Dougie is on the ball, gives a nice flat ball in towards Aaron Lynch, who's well out in front of Conor Dempsey. He has the ball, he takes on Conor. Is he been fouled? Lynch is on the 14, he's still too far out from goals on the stand side, gives it back out the field towards Dougie, who's 21 yards out. Burst through, still inside Dougie, off here to Mikey Cullen, gives the ball back out the field to Rob Burke, who has a free shot, but he gives it off here to Sean Fitzgerald, who's inside the 21, needs to go. Sean just didn't step into that ball the way he should have. Ball back out to Rob Burke, who's 21 yards out. He tries to slice the ball, which he does, to the right hand side of the post, and the ball goes wide for Trim's third wide, Rob Burke's second. Nice injection of pace there from Dougie, but we should have got something out of it, Rory.
We should have. Just to note, the crowd are certainly up for this game too, CJ. Every ball being contested here has been greeted with a big roar from the crowd over the stand side, so a great local derby feel about this here today.
So ball kicked out here towards our sideline by keeper Sean Brennan, and Kieran O'Rourke is adjudged to have fouled Conor O'Shea, who has moved sides. Dermot Kelly has the ball in hand here just in front of us on the terrace side. Hope you're getting the feel of where you are today. Lovely sunny day here in Port Talton, but there is a little bit of a breeze, but it's a beautiful day in the autumn. 13, Dermot Kelly has the ball, gives it back to Conor O'Shea, who finds midfielder bomber Conor Farrell in the middle of the field, gives it back there to wing back Ronan Brady. A lot of possession for Dunderry around their own half back line. Now Conor O'Shea takes it through the tackle and beats Rob Burke. Ball is hand passed out there towards, it's the full forward this time, Conor Daly, who's again judged to, there's a lot of frees in this game. Ball's got in quick, can Luke Moran go ahead, it bounces over his head, ball goes inside. Jerry Dwan is with 15, did he foul him? It's going to be a 45. Jerry Dwan was marking Stephen Coogan there, and it's going to be a 45 about, which is kind of well to the left hand side of the goals as we look at it on the town end, and I think Stevie Coogan will come out to take this 45. He's in no particular hurry. I probably would give a little bit more rush to that and see as you're playing with the wind. What do you think, Rory?
Yeah, absolutely. It should suit him though, CJ. Again, he scored a free from a couple of yards in from this position a few minutes ago, so it's well within his range. Just one comment, CJ, the pitch is absolutely immaculate here today. I was just saying to John Andrews here, we were walking across here earlier on to get the comedy position. It's like a 4G pitch almost. It's just absolutely
it's in great order.
Great Nick, so credit to all concerned there.
So Stevie Coogan faces this 50 yards. It's to the left hand side of the town goals. He's here in front of us on the terrace side. Stephen lines up this 50. It's his second try for a point. His first one was from a little bit further in. He kicks it very high towards the goals. It looks excellent. It's over the bar. Brilliant score for Stephen Coogan. He's a right good free taker and 50 taker. That's 2 good scores for Stephen. 1 from a free, 1 from a 50 to put Dunderry 4 points to 1 ahead. 9 minutes gone in the game, and Trim just aren't getting a grip on this game at this stage.
No, the scoreboard is certainly not flattering Dunderry. They well deserved their 3-point lead at the moment. Trim just haven't started at all.
So Sean, with Trim with the ball in possession, middle of the field. Sean Fitzgerald takes it on towards Conor Farrell. He's at the 50 yard line, gives off a nice little ball to Darragh Lynch. Darragh gives it in there towards Mikey Cullen inside the 14. Mikey can have a shot here. Lovely score
Great
from
score.
Mikey, very direct play from Trim. Sean Fitzgerald, lovely ball to Darrell Lynch, whose first possession gave a beautiful ball into Mikey Cullen. Mikey scores his first of the game, 4 points for Dunderry, 2 points from Trim. Exactly 10 minutes gone, and Dunderry goalkeeper Sean Brennan stands over the ball, left foot, gives a long ball out to the middle of the field. It's not a good one though, where James Torr wins the ball well ahead of number 13 Dermot Kelly, who seems to be lined out at centre forward. Ball with Conor Quigley, wing back, coming down towards the Dunderry 50-yard line. Inside it now, little chip pass into Mikey Cullen, who's well ahead of this fella Sean Traylor. Mikey has another shot for goals. Oh, just dropped short into Sean Brennan's hands. Mikey has to beat the number 2 Sean Traynor all day, and the ball is here in the half back line for Dunderry with Aaron Trader, who finds midfielder Bomber Farrell. Bomber is fouled. Podgy's a bit whistle happy today. Anybody that puts a hand on the player is getting a free here. So ball comes out here towards wing back Ronan Brady. Ronan Brady's been tackled. No, sorry, centre back Morgan Callahan. Again, not much in that, I'm afraid. If you put a hand on the fella here, I hope Podgy's consistent throughout the match. One little touch and it's a free. I'd say there's been 15 frees in the match already, and it's not a dirty game. Ball with Aaron Lynch tackled. There'll be oh Jesus, he gave Trim a free there for no reason whatsoever. And then the Dunderry man retaliated. The ball would be brought on 50 yards, which would be exactly sorry 10 yards.
That's Aussie rule. That's an Aussie rules rule, CJ.
Sorry lads, I'm losing the run of myself once again. Ball on the 50-yard line. It was brought on 10 yards. You have to be very precise here, or you'll be contradicted straight away. Ball is exactly on the 50-yard line, or is it 51 yards, lads?
It's actually 45 metres.
45 metres, 50 yards. Aaron Lynch will stand up to this. On the normal day, this would be a good shot for him. It's slightly into the breeze. Aaron doesn't kick it at his best. It's short. Oh, brilliant take in there. Fantastic take by Conor Farrell. Podgy blows the whistle probably for
defensive mark, is it? No, not I'm afraid.
I think it was square ball maybe, but how we saw that I'm not so sure. Play should have went on. Podge is just blowing his whistle a bit too much for my life.
Conor won a great ball there, and he actually had momentum to break out of defence.
So Dunderry on the attack here with cornerback Simon Carty, who's well turned over by Dougie. Rob Burke to me is a little bit sluggish on the ball. He doesn't look just completely fit. Mikey Cullen with the ball. Kieran Caulfield's ahead of him. Dunderry not committing to the tackle. Finds a lovely ball into only Conor. Only 2 men on him. He's fouled.
Surely.
And Jesus, the referee gives the free against Only Conor to Dunderry. Very tough, really. That was really a free into Trim.
Yeah, it looked like his arm was being tugged there. Dougie got penalised for the exact same thing just a moment or two ago. You were looking for consistency, CJ. Didn't see it there in that decision. So Dunderry in possession still. Centre back Morgan Callahan with the ball, gives it on there towards wing back Ronan Brady. Sorry, it's cornerback Simon Carty. Lovely tackle by Kieran Caulfield. Simon Carty still on the ball. He's 40 yards out, gives a hand pass in there towards the wing forward Mark Kane. Mark is tackled by Jerry Dwan. Nicely tackled. Ball out to Conor Daly. Conor picks the ball off the ground. The ball has gone for sideline for Trim. Sideline man Mr. Mooney here in the left hand and under the terrace. Paul Mooney gives the sideline where Dara Lynch takes it very quickly to Kieran O'Rourke. Trim a little bit hesitant in their play at the minute. They need to move the ball a little bit quicker. Dara Lynch to Rob Burke. Dara, who's playing a wing forward, is kind of around the middle of the field at the minute. He turns back in looking for support. He needs to move the ball off. Dara with the ball gives a lovely ball in towards Mikey Cullen, but the ball's just a bit too far out to the left hand side, and Dunderry superior here at the minute, Rory. They're certainly well over at CJ. They're playing nice football too. They're sitting deep and attacking well, and Luke Martin has been winning some great ball in the full forward line. They're looking for him every time, so Trim need to pull up their socks here, CJ.
So Dunderry on the attack again with Bomber Farrell. He's 50 yards from the Trim goals under the stand. Great tackle by Aaron Lynch, still with Bomber Farrell. It's tackled again by Aaron Lynch. Oh jeez, the man ran a mile with the ball, and then he's tackled and fouled by James Torr. So there was a bit of one and a bit of the other there, and I suppose it's a free to Dunderry. It's under the stand side. It's about 40 metres. It'll be a tough kick for anybody trying to score it. The ball is in hand with Dermot Kelly wearing 13. Linesman over the far side, Jason Plunkett puts the ball exactly where it should be. And the keeper, it's for a left-footed kicker, and Sean Brennan, who is left-footed, is coming down all the way to inside about 45 yards or 40 metres, as these boys would like to call them. And this is kind of Cluxton territory, Rory.
Cluxton, yeah.
It certainly is, yeah. Some of his kickouts haven't been great though, CJ, so we'll wait and see now. It'll be interesting to see this, but it's perfect for the left-footed. It's a tough kick though, it's almost on the sideline in front of the stands. So he's kicking into the O'Mahony's end, but he has the bit of the breeze as well on his back. So
here comes Sean Brennan, the keeper. Beautiful. A lovely looking kick, but it's gone wide. It's Dunderry's First wide of the game, and it's coming approaching the water break. 14:47 gone. Dunderry 4 points, Trim 2 points. If Trim could tag on one more before the water break, it wouldn't be a bad position, having not had that much possession. Lovely kick out by Peter Farrell. One had claimed the mark there by Rob Burke. Burke gives it back to his midfield partner Sean Fitzgerald. He breaks the tackle through the midfield and he gives it back to Dara Lynch. It's a poor ball to Dara and the Dunderry man. Well, Trim has regained possession and we are on the attack with a clear picture in front of us. Dara Lynch has the ball. He has Kieran O'Rourke coming in support. Lynchy finds Dougie just inside the 50-yard line in front of the goal. Dougie takes it 40 yards. He's referee with ball, or referee has the hand up for a free and he will give it. Dougie took the free shot, it went wide, but it's going to be a free in front of the goals, 40 metres out, and if Lynchy is on his game, this will go over the bar and we would settle for 4-3 at the water break, lads.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I think, look, the key to this game, and I've said it every game Trim play football this year, when we get the ball fast, good and fast into Aaron Lynch and Owen O'Connor and Mikey Cullen, we win the ball. We have to win in every ball we win fast. When we tap it on our toe in the middle of the field and it's careless passing over here by Sean Fitzgerald, this is an intermediate championship quarter final, it's knockout. You can't be throwing the ball around as if it doesn't matter. Every ball matters and every minute matters.
So Aaron Lynch lines this one up front of the goals, 40 yards out. Strikes it better this time, Lynchy straight over the black spot, and that might be the water, and it's 4-3 for Trim. Lynchy's second score of the game, first score of the game from second score, one free, one from play, and the water is taken. And as I kind of was hoping for Trim, are only 1 point behind at the water, I would say Dunderry could be 2-3 ahead with the possession they've had, Rory.
They could certainly, and but having said that, they've only had one wide, but they had a lot of ball around the middle of the field and they have looked dangerous when they played it in. I agree totally with what John just said there. We need to get the ball in. We got a great score there a few moments ago, Mikey Cullen. It was a quick kick pass from Dara Lynch into Mikey. Mikey grabbed it, didn't even tap it, just turned and put it over the bar. We've got Connor Quigley a couple of times is taking too much out of the ball down the far side there. He's carrying the ball rather than releasing it. The lads inside are making runs. And the way Dunderry are set up, there is space there. Trim have left 3 men in the full forward line, and there's 40 yards in front of them because Dunderry are pushing up when they have the possession. So we have to get that ball into that space quickly. When we solo, and as John said, go a bit sideways in the middle of the field, it allows Dunderry to filter back. So we need to get that ball in fast because the lads look lively inside. Yeah,
you're listening to Reds Radio here on Trim J Facebook page. So tune in again. There were 66 people listening, so I hope you're enjoying it, and we'll endeavour to bring as much live commentary and spatial awareness throughout the broadcast.
So the whistle goes here for the resumption of the match. There's 16 minutes on the scoreboard. There will be 14 left. It will resume with a Dunderry kick out from keeper Sean Brennan. Beautiful sunny day in Port Talton. Little breeze blowing towards the town end. Not hugely significant, I'd say, Rory.
No, not really, but it's tricky. It's tricky breeze, certainly for kicking ball into. We've seen Lynchy there with 1 or 2 frees. He hasn't just quite got the measure of the breeze just yet, but no, it shouldn't have an impact in the game, CJ.
Kick out comes from Sean Brennan. It wasn't his best, but it found Liam Dempsey in the middle of the field. He gives it off to Conor O'Shea, who's getting an amount of ball there wing forward. He's been marked by Conor Quigley. There was a question mark over Conor before the match as to whether he was fit enough. Good tackle by Conor. Conor Quigley marking Conor O'Shea, 2 Conors on each other, another Conor on it now. Conor Farrell gives the ball in there towards corner forward Stephen Coogan, and Stephen drops the ball out. Nice play by Jerry Dwan, was good and tight on him there. That's the way you have to be with Stephen Coogan. Ball here in the middle of the field, we need this ball moved quick. It's with Rob Burke in the middle of the field. Burkey gives a nice ball to Decky Dowling. His first foray up the field, gives it to Tony Connors. Is he fouled? He's not. Ball is won away there by Dunderry. Conor Farrell should have gained that ball, but Rob Burke comes away with it. Liam Dempsey fouls him. Ref plays advantage. It comes to Dougie in the middle of the field. Alan Douglas on the ball. But lovely ball in towards Mikey Cullen. Mikey is way ahead of his man every time he can get it. He's 14 yards out, coming in the sideline. Jinks in, no left foot. Mikey back to the scorer, Aaron Lynch. Beautiful score. Mikey's doing the damage. Brilliant score, full forward line, really good. Lynch's third
Mikey's
point.
On fire again today.
Magic Mikey is at it again.
Magic Mikey.
And again, it was a quick ball in, CJ, like we were talking about it there a moment ago. Dougie got the ball, looked up. Mikey Cullen made a run inside, but then he twisted. He had his hand out pointing to Dougie where he wanted the ball to be kicked, and Dougie delivered it right on the spot. And Mikey was able to win possession, and then very unselfishly popped it off to Lynchy, who topped it over the bar. Great score.
4 points each, 18 minutes gone. Close match here in Port Talton. I hope you're enjoying the coverage from home. Sorry about the no show of TV, not our problem. Ball kicked out by Sean Brennan out towards Aaron Newman. Lovely kick out by Sean Brennan. Finds Aaron Newman, who over carried the ball. Archie was quite consistent there. Kieran Caulfield put the tackle in, one-handed, no free whatsoever. Newman overcarried the ball, free for Trim. It's on our 50-yard line. James Toher ball in hand. He touched the ball nicely off there to Rob Burke in the middle of the field. Burkey off there towards Sean Fitzgerald. Sean with his customary soloing. Solos really well. He's after beating 2 men, but now he over solos the ball and it goes out. And I think John Andrews could be right for the first time in his career that the ball needs to go very, very quickly in towards the square. And Sean had a right chance to give that ball off.
And again, Lynchy was making a run and pointing exactly where he wanted the ball to be played, but Sean just had his head down and didn't look up, and then he lost possession. Now Dunderry
high ball comes in towards Luke Martin. Luke Moran who'll win this one, but ball beats nobody except Kieran O'Rourke, or is it Kieran O'Rourke? No, Jerry Dwan, who's settled in lovely to this game. Darragh Lynch playing a bit deep, gives it to Dougie, who's also deep. Trimmer at the middle of the field. Dougie takes it on soloing, gives it off to, who have we? Sean Fitzgerald. Back to Dougie, left footed, big high ball in towards Lynchy. Lynchy's in there alone with the full forward and beats him. Oh, Connor has it. Aaron Lynch has it. Great save. Mikey back in the net. Mikey does it again. High ball in towards Aaron Lynch and Connor Dempsey. Nobody won it. Only Connor inside. Broken ball. Great save by the keeper. Mikey comes in soccer style to the back of the net. Trim. Someone against the run of play. 1-4 to 4 points. Now we're at it.
Brilliant play by Aaron Lynch there. The high ball was going in. He knew himself he'd no chance of winning the ball in the air. He didn't even try to. One hand he kind of held his man off. With the other hand he looked to break the ball. He broke it to Owen O'Connor. The keeper came out, as you say, and smothered it. And Mikey Cullen was following in and soccered it into the net.
It looks like it's going to be a long hour for Conor Dempsey and Sean Traynor. They haven't touched the ball yet. Our 2 corner forwards absolutely roasting them.
So Sean Brennan with the kick out. He finds his. He doesn't. He overhits it towards Liam Dempsey. It's won by Sean Fitzgerald on for Oni Connor. Oni, poor ball by Oni. Gets a second chance onto Lynchy. Lynchy has a route ahead of his man again. He has a shot at goals from 40 yards. Poor kick from Lynchy. It's not as usual. He's well ahead of Conor Dempsey.
Oh, good in here.
Ref blows the whistle. I think Conor Dempsey's going to get in the book for something he did there.
First contribution to the game.
And it's the first contribution from Conor is a little bit negative. He has he's a black card. Black card for Conor.
I think that was he must have body checked somebody running through there, CJ. I didn't pick it up, and I didn't even hear any of the Trim players calling for it. But I suspect it was a body check. So and just on that, CJ, just on that last passage of play after the goal, the Trim goal, Darragh Lynch picked up a yellow card in the middle of the field as well here. There was something off the ball. The referee came back and booked Darragh. So Darragh's on a yellow. But now Conor, as you say, Conor Dempsey's after going off in a black.
It was for verbals.
I think it was for verbals, yeah.
Okay. So that gives Trim a free on the D, straight in front of the goals. It's about 30 metres out. Aaron Lynch lines it up. He already has 3 points, 2 frees. Lynchy with the kick. Nice kick. Down the middle, over the bar, brilliant kick by Lynchy. We are now 1-5 to 4 points ahead. Trim have settled. The initial burst from Dunderry, I suppose, should have been expected, Rory. You aren't going to get nothing free in this match.
No, absolutely. But that, as you said, that goal we got maybe against the run of play. Will it have knocked the stuffing out of Dunderry? The next 10 minutes will be very important for their cause. Long
kick out from Sean Brennan, but it's well charged in by Conor Dempsey. Or Conor Quigley, brilliant win by Conor for Trim. He gives the ball on here towards Rourke. Rourke is 30 yards out. He's 20 yards out. He turns to his left side. He's fouled. He's down on the ground, fouled by Conor Dempsey. The discipline of Dunderry is beginning to get a bit ragged. This will be another easy enough free for Lynchy. It is to the right hand side of the post, but it's absolutely within range. And the kick out for Trim.
It's amazing the way Conor Dempsey was able to foul Lynchy and he's sitting on the bench. I think it wasn't Conor Dempsey, CJ. I think I'm wrong.
Sorry, I might hand over to John at half time for better commentary. Anyway, Conor Dempsey did not foul. I think it was Conor Farrell. There's too many Conors playing here for my liking. But this one actually.
It was clever play by Rourke though. I think Rourke just took the run on and he was kind of in a bit of a blind alley, but he kind of drew the foul, and now it's just to the side. James Tower's come up, CJ, to take this one.
So this is James's usual free, just to the right hand side of the goals, 30 yards out. He usually slots these lovely, and he slots that beautifully for James's first score of the game. 1-6 for Trim, 4 points for Dunderry. 22.5 minutes gone, 7.5 left in the first half. Trim have up their ante in the last 10 minutes and all of a sudden put 6 points between the team. The kick out for Dunderry has gone terrible. Only finds Toher right footed is soloing, not his favourite foot. Gives it off towards Lynchy. Lynchy's 30 yards out. Cross ball towards Magic Mikey. Mikey's 30 yards out. It's on fire again.
On fire.
Mikey Cullen. 1-7 for Trim. Mikey's second, and a goal. 1-2 for Mikey. It's the Mikey show.
Absolutely brilliant. That's 1-2 for Mikey, and Aaron has scored. Aaron, who set that one up for him, has scored 4 points. So the two boys were on fire in there. Great to watch.
Kick out is going pear-shaped here for Dunderry. Ball won in the middle of the field by Rob Burke. Rob back to Conor Quigley, having a lovely match for Trim. Conor hands it off to Toher. Toher back to Quigley. Quigley toe taps, need to give the ball in. Takes the tackle on to Conor Farrell. 30 yards out, Quigley should have handed it off. Dropped short towards Sean Brennan in the Dunderry goals, and he hand passed it out to Aaron Newman inside his 14. Gives it off to Conor Dempsey, very deep. Conor, a big man, solos the ball, gives it off there towards, oh Jesus, good job Dougie, didn't it? Tackle there. He just missed Conor O'Shea. Conor O'Shea looks to have dropped back in place of, going to be a card here for Darragh Lynch.
Darragh's a second yellow, and he's been sent off.
Darragh Lynch has got a second yellow. Trim are going to be down to 14 men with 6 minutes left in the first half and a full 30 in the second. Darragh did something. Podgy, he came with the elbow, missed. He should have been careful. 2 yellows for Darragh. Straight red. Trim down to 14. It's 14 each at the minute with Conor Dempsey in the bin for a black card. Poor kick away by Liam Dempsey is very well won by Decky Dowley. Decky's back to full fitness, an integral part of this team. On to Magic Mikey. Mikey's on the 50. Gives a lovely punted ball towards Aaron. Aaron is marked inside. Aaron left footed. Oh, easy chance for Aaron, and he just kicked it wide with his left foot. Mikey won a lovely ball, lovely punted ball to Aaron. Aaron has been marked now by Simon Carty wearing 4 at full back. Morgan Callaghan has gone right full back, marking Oni O'Connor. Conor O'Shea looks to be playing centre half back, and that's the line-up as Conor Dempsey is off the field. So should have scored there, Rory. Should have. I just noticed there for the last couple of minutes though, after Dunderry on the 14 men, James Toher had pushed up. He was almost playing like an extra half forward, but now with the Trim down to 14 men themselves, James will have to go back to a more defensive role here. So ball kicked out again, but Trim are winning. I'd say if you looked at the stats, Trim have won 90% of Dunderry's kick-outs. Rourke's on the ball here on our own 50-yard line, gives it off nicely to Rob Burke, who has now settled well into the game, and gives it to Mikey, who is yards ahead of his man again. Mikey's on the D. Mikey's taken on 2. Gives it off to Lynchy. Lynchy is going to be blocked. Dougie's inside. Lynchy's still on the ball on the D. Has a chance with his left foot. Doesn't take it. Gives it to Mikey again. Mikey 14 yards out. Puts the ball over the bar. Mikey does it again. 1-3 for Mikey. 1-8 for Trim. 4 points for Dunderry. All of a sudden Trim are 7 points ahead. Dunderry have to make a change. They're bringing on a corner back. He looks like O'Leary to me, who is a sticky man. Mikey, who has given Sean Trader a tough afternoon, is gone.
I'd say it's one of those occasions kind of glad to be taken off, because Mikey was absolute. Magic Mikey's on fire.
So 17 O'Leary is on. We know he's a sticky sort of character. He'll need to be sticky to get on top of Mikey today. Ball kicked out again, still won again by Trim. They're winning every kick out. Complete dominance here from Trim at the moment. Conor Quigley with the ball. Is there a man in front of him? Caulfield is looking for it. He's been quiet so far. Still Conor Quigley. There's nobody tackling him. Only Conor's in front of him. He gives it to him. Only on the ball. Is he fouled? He is. It's a free in, and it's Toher country again. And Conor Quigley's been pulled down.
It's the free. I think the referee had an advantage there to the ball. Conor got fouled after he passed that ball into Owen O'Connor, and the referee called the play back.
So James Toher will come up to this ball. It's about 30 metres out. Would that be accurate, John?
Yeah, you're right this time, CJ.
Thanks very much, John. And James Toher will come up to this with the left foot. It is Toher country. We are 1-8 to 4 points ahead. There's 27 minutes gone. A lot of talking points to be done here at half time, lads. 2 yellows for Darragh very early in the fray to be sent off, Rory.
Yeah, absolutely. And at the moment Dunderry are still down to 14 men because Conor is in the sin bin, but he'll be back on. Conor Dempsey, he'll be back on now in a minute, and we'll have to see how Trim's set up then in the second half with minus a man.
So here comes Toher with the free. Toher country, as we said, but Toher country kicks it. Not Toher country, well wide at the left hand post for Trim's 5th wide of the game. And there is 2.5 minutes left in this exciting, lively first half with lots of talking points. Do Trim win the Dunderry kick out this time? No. Very well won by Aaron Newman, who's playing very consistently here for Dunderry. Ball towards the 2 Lukes. Luke Martin, Luke Moran is won out there by Conor Daly, who gives the ball inside there towards wing forward Mark Kane. Dunderry looking a little dishevelled at this stage. They were in a great position, and now they're well behind, 1-8 to 4.
They haven't scored since the water break. CJ, Trim have certainly upped the ante, as you said. Trim has been 1-5 to no scores since the water break. But Trim are down to 40.
Beautiful kick out by Peter Farrell, out to Rob Burke, who still looks a little stiff to me, but he's playing himself into this match. He has Jerry Dwan coming from cornerback up towards the Dunderry midfield. It's back to Shawnee Fitz in the middle of the field. Shawnee gives it to Rob Burke, who was the freedom of the park in front of him. He plays a lovely ball into Aaron Lynch, who could take the mark. Instead he goes for the right kick. Beautiful score from Trim. Trim really on top. Burke, a beautiful ball to Lynchy. He could have marked the ball and taken an easy score. Instead he took it from play. Why make the mark when you can do that? It's his fifth score of the game. 3 from frees, 2 from play. Trim 1-9, Dunderry 4 points, 1.5 minutes to go to half time. Kick out from Dunderry, this time is won by 13, Dermot Kelly. Kelly's on the ball, gives it off to Conor O'Shea. Conor's back playing centre half back while Conor Dempsey's in the bin. Gives it off to Morgan Callaghan. Morgan out here towards Aaron Newman, who's been very consistent for Dunderry on a lot of ball. Gives the ball there towards number 8, Bomber Farrell. Bomber is tackled and fouled by Rob Burke, a stupid foul by Rob. Conor Farrell on the ball, that was a free all day, Rory.
Yeah, and an easy one for the referee that time. Rob just wrapped his arms right around him.
Left footed, Bomber Farrell kicks it to Luke Martin, who's been marked by Luke Bourne. The two Lukes having a great battle. Luke Martin somewhat fouls the ball back to Stevie Coogan with the left foot. Bit of class there by Stevie. High ball into the square, goes all the way over the bar. That could have been anything, lads, but instead it was a left footed score for Stevie. His third of the game, his first from play, leaving the score 1-9 for Trim, 5 points for Dunderry, 1 minute left.
It was one of those dangerous balls, CJ. It was a high ball. It was dropping. Peter Farrell in the Trim goals wasn't sure if it was going to drop over the bar or drop right under his crossbar, so Peter had to be very vigilant there. But thankfully it did.
You're kind of happy it went over.
Yeah, absolutely happy that it went over the bar.
So Peter with the kick out again, finds a flat ball towards Caulfield, who's been a bit quiet today, but the ball breaks through Caulfield with Aaron Newman. Caulfield's on it, he has some space in front of him. This is when he's hot. Kicks the ball right footed down to Magic Mikey. Mikey in front, misses the ball this time and hangs the ball on the line and on the ground, and the cornerback replacement Donna O'Leary kicks the ball there towards centre half back Conor O'Shea wearing 10. O'Shea gives a lovely long ball towards Luke Martin. Ball goes by the two Lukes. Luke put in a lovely hand. He's getting the better of Luke Martin at this stage, but it is a facet of the game. And just on the 30 minutes, 11 seconds gone, Podgy Coyle, Centrestown referee, blows the whistle for half time with the score of Trim 1-9, Dunderry 5 points, and after a blistering start from Dunderry, went 2-0 up, 3-1 up, 4-2 up. Very important one for Trim before the water break, left at 4-3, and in the second period of the match, the second quarter, Trim took over, scoring 1-6 to